Alright, it is time for episode 17 of the TNA Impact Save. And we kick off with a pre-show match that I did not book the result of, and I wish I had, because Jeremy Buck beats Eddie Kingston in 10 minutes 24. That's your pre-show match. Are we kicking off the same way as we do every week? Yes, we are. Hogan and Sting gets us a 95. Hogan and Sting argue about Foley. And Foley's sitting on commentary because Foley's gone on to commentary. And Hogan's like, do you know what? He signed a match. He wants the match. I saw what happened last week. He just got a little confused. He's an older guy. It's okay. It's acceptable. Right? He thought he was talking to one Jeff. He was talking to another one. There's no reason why he can't wrestle Rob Van Dam. And Sting comes out and he goes, you need to cancel this match. You cannot let Mick Foley, in his state, get in that ring. You cannot endanger that man right now. Clearly, he's going through a rough patch. Have you heard him on commentary? He's saying weird things. I don't understand it. He thought Jeff Jarrett was Jeff Hardy. You have to pull the match. And Hogan says, well, actually, we've had him checked by a doctor. He's been to a doctor this week. They say he's fine. They say he's fit to compete. And Sting goes, I wish I could trust you, but I can't. Goes, so what multi-man nonsense tag team main event you put me in this week? Hogan goes, no, not this week. It's a different main event. Sting's like, what is it? What's the main event? Hogan just won't tell him. So we get a Knockouts Division tag team match. Awesome Kong and Lita against Trish Stratus and ODB, and Awesome Kong and Lita to beat Trish Stratus when Lita pins ODB with a DDT. Trish Stratus is ahead of everyone, and she was off her game, and she still got a better in-ring performance. Then we get Kenta versus Jack Evans. Now, I don't like going to the dirt sheet, but I'm going to on this point. Jack Evans was penalised for stamina in a 12-minute match. A noticeable botch. Because all I'm saying, right, is if Kenta gets a 71, Jack Evans gets a 70, there are no clear penalties, no issues in red, why does he get a 52? That's a load of nonsense. That is a 70 match. It's a 70 match. So then we get Jeff Jarrett and Matt Morgan. Matt Morgan like slams open, like basically breaks down Jeff Jarrett's dressing room door. Jarrett's like, what the hell do you think you're doing? And Morgan's like, hello, Jeff Hardy. And he laughs. And Jarrett goes, I don't think there's anything to laugh about. We don't know if he's well or not. And Morgan goes, you don't have to worry about his health. You should worry about your health. Because tonight, I'm going to defend my global championship. And I want to defend it against you. Jarrett goes, a title match? I'll take that. Then we get Abyss versus Samoa Joe. So we've got good chemistry in the commentary booth, right? A 73, a 74. They've got good chemistry. They've got good chemistry in the commentary booth. 68. How is this not a 71 or a 72 rated match? We get a segment of Samoa Joe after the match after beating Abyss. Says that the nations of violence, myself, Eddie, Homicide, we declare war on all of TNA. I don't care if you're with Hogan, you're against Hogan, here to defend TNA, here to take down TNA. I don't care about any of that. We don't care about any of that. We care about the nation of violence. We're going to bring that violence to everyone. You watch out, because we're coming for you. And Eddie Kingston takes the microphone. He's like, you see, I know what it is to be in a gang. I understand that. I know the culture. I know the mindset of following that guy. I know when you're the big dog on the street. So I see you, player. I see you, Hogan. I see you. Sting. I don't need any of that. Because I've always been about me. And I got Joe here like a homicide. I'm going to be real with you. You don't let me talk a lot around here. So when they give me the mic, I'm going to make it count. I'm losing matches on the pre-show. I'm losing matches, and since winning matches, I'm stuck on Explosion. That's fine. I'm putting food on my table. So that's what it's about for me. It's a job. And I love it. Love this. Live for this. I'll die in the ring because I don't know anything else. So you give me that opportunity. I'll prove to you who I am. I'm Eddie Kingston. I'm the king. I said it before, I'll say it again. I didn't give myself that name, it was given to me. I will make you take notice of the king. Eddie Kingston. In a match, again, it gets a 60, it gets a 65. But Jarrett got a 74, Morgan got 58. That's fine. This is kind of what you expect for this match. Matt Morgan beat Jeff Jarrett. Defends the one on TNA Global title. In 80, Ric Flair gets on the microphone and he reminds Paul White just how good Matt Morgan is. So you just seen it. Whoa! Why did I tell you? You saw it. I saw it. He beat Jeff Jarrett. Paul White, if you ever step in the ring with Matt Morgan, you'll find out just how good the blueprint really is. Then Hulk Hogan is backstage. Gets in 86. Hulk Hogan is backstage and he's approached by Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson says, "You didn't announce a main event." Jose, that's right. We had that conversation on the phone. Because you made me a promise. And it's time you paid up. Tonight. I went out there and I called out Kevin Nash like you told me to. In exchange for a world title match against Rob Van Dam. And I won it tonight. No. I would have gone nowhere near Nash. Didn't make any sense. I have no problem with Nash. You asked me to. I did it. Give me my title shot against Rob Van Dam. Now. Pay what you promised me. Fine, tonight you Rob Van Dam. Get Paul White versus Scott Steiner. Big pay-per-view quality match. Paul White beats Scott Steiner in 9:44 with a camel clutch. Sure. Paul White gets 79. Steiner gets 66. It gets 69. I'm fine with that. I think it should have been a B-, but there we go. Like, I feel it should be like 70, 71. Then Paul White is celebrating when Sting running in attacks him, beating the giant down to the mat with a baseball bat. He takes his bat and he's beating down Paul White. We get a little sneaky peek of the match at Lockdown with Fortune 4 against Future, 3-on-3, and Fortune 4 win. Good match of 64. AJ Styles was head and shoulders above everyone else, but they all did quite well, at least in the 60s. We get 85 angle backstage because Easy and Ric Flair. Because Ric Flair walks right back from stage ringside. He's like, he walks right out and says, "You follow me." He walks out back and says, "I want the camera here because we knew we're going to talk, and I want him to see it. You said to me that decisions would be made together. I came here, Eric, because you said to me that decisions, major decisions, will be made between you, me, and Hulk. And now Hulk is promising title matches to Anderson. I clearly thought Matt Morgan or AJ Styles were going to be in the mix. They've already got titles. Not the world title, Eric. Not the world title. And now I see you. Are you with Hogan? Are you making the decision with Hogan? He goes, I didn't know. I want to give Mr. Anderson a title shot. Has he earned it? No. Exactly. We need to sort this out with Hogan before it becomes a proper issue. So dissent between Flair, Bischoff and Hogan. We get our main event. It's an 81. It ties for our best match ever. See, this is where I go, yes. See, this works. 70s up to an 81. Rob Van Dam defeats Mr. Anderson 14 minutes 57 by pinfall with a 5-star frog splash. Rob Van Dam defense number 5. Mr. Anderson and Rob Van Dam have pretty good chemistry. Yes. And then Mick Foley leaves the announce desk, runs down to the ring, runs in, and takes a barbed wire baseball bat to Rob Van Dam. And we end the show. We get a 78. I'm happy with that. I'm genuinely happy with that. Okay. The next show, I think the next show is Lockdown. Let's just go and make sure that's good. Oh, the next show is Explosion. The very, very important Explosion. I'm going to book the whole show. I just want to see if he's on the show. He's not. That's okay. The only thing I want to do is go in and book, for the people that are important, book some winners. I think that's what I might do from now on. Right, let's run the show. So Lethal Consequences pick up the win. Eric Young beats Naito. Bobby Roode cuts a promo. D'Angelo Gennaro and Suicide. D'Angelo Gennaro picks up the win. Homicide beats Doug Williams. And DDP, Kenter and Jack Evans win. We finish the show. 59. Let's see if I'm right, because I think I am right. I can also show you what the results from the first. So finally, it didn't twig with me. I set up a development in January and realised I didn't fill the roster, so they weren't running any shows. You're staying there, mate. Kurt Angle has returned to the company. 1.2 million. Impact struck gold. Yeah, we have. Top 100 TV ratings. April did a 1.7 on an Impact. On that 78 show. Top 100 events. Apart from the Impact in January. And matches. 281s and 80. Things are improving, right? Merchandise, we're rapidly upping our merchandise. But let's just have a look. You can't get it from here, can you? You've got to go in through... yeah, Lockdown is next. So... Let's go through here. Asylum Wrestling. They've had their first show. It got a 46. Jesse Sorensen defeated Zach Gibson. And Shima Iron defeated Peter Avalon. That's both pre-shows. Santana Garrett defeated Shayna in an I Quit match. Shauna. Shane Douglas did an angle. Christina Von Eerie beat Rhea O'Reilly for the AW Girl Power title. I didn't set these title names. Evie defeated Athena and Jenny Shadeen. A backstage segment with Tracy Brooks. Eden Black defeated April Davids. I won't be booking any of this. None of these results are what I would book. Chris Jones and Ricochet defeat Escorpion, Ekipthua and CJ Parker. An angle of Richie Steamboat. AR Fox, Jesse Neal and Bill Carr defeat Adam Page, Gresham and Mack. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Reed Flair for the Wrestling Spirit title. And in the main event, Brutus Magnus defeated Richie Steamboat in a tables match to win the international title. So let's delete all. But Kurt Angle's back. That's a bonus. I've spoiled that now. Kurt Angle is back. Let's look. Obviously, we know that's Paul White now. Awesome Kong, Trish Stratus. Future versus Fortune 4. We're going to do Generation Me and Motor City Machine Guns for number one contenders for the tag team titles. Kevin Nash, Mr. Anderson. Mick Foley, Rob Van Dam. Sean Waltman versus DDP. I forgot all about that match. Suicide, Jeff Hardy, Christopher Daniels. And we'll chuck in a couple more random on the night matches. Maybe a Battle Royal. Have I booked anything for Bound for Glory yet? Just the 4-way main event. Spoil that. Stinker. That match is not happening now because I spoiled it. Alright. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode, for which, thinking through my schedule in my head, will be Saturday for Lockdown. I like pay-per-views on the weekend. It makes sense to me.